Happy Monday, everybody, and welcome to the Sunshine State's only true sports talk radio show where we focus on the teams and the topics important to you, the sports fan in Florida. We are Game On with Bianchi and Kravitz. I'm Bianchi, Mike Bianchi, the Bulldog. I'm the sports columnist of the Orlando Sentinel. That man right over there is Kravitz, Brandon Kravitz, the hardest working man in sports media, and right across the glass over there is Prime Time Jaden Grimes, the executive producer, the man who puts the go in the show, and we are ready to go today. We are coming to you live from Orlando, Jacksonville, Tallahassee, and all points in between on the iHeart Radio app and that YouTube machine as well. We want to hear from you throughout the course of the show because we like to communicate with our listeners. We have two ways you can communicate with us. You can enter that rage cage if you dare. It is a mood check meltdown Monday, so whatever is grinding your gears today.
You know what really grinds my gears?
What's grinding your gears today? Enter the Rage Cage, the iHeartRadio app, and rage away about what's grinding your gears. You can also hit us up on the Mills Air text line, 50857. Kravitz, anything grinding your gears today?
A little bit. Last night I tried something for the first time. Have you ever been to an escape room? These are becoming more popular. There's a lot of them.
Yeah. Back in my married days, we went to an escape room one time.
No, that was called your marriage, Mike.
I escaped.
I figured it out.
Pay a lot of money and you can escape.
So if just a really quick 30-second story. I'd never done one of these before. I was with the wife and the kid. And obviously, Owen's 6 years old. He's just sort of there for window dressing. Mallory and I have to be the ones to figure this out. They said if you get stumped, you look at the camera in the corner of the room and you just kind of wave your hands and they will pipe in on the intercom and give you a hint. I thought maybe I'll have to ask for one or two. I had to ask for a hint to get to every room in this thing. And I'm not kidding, Mike. If they didn't provide hints and the door was actually locked, I'd still be in there. They came in because our time ran out, and they explained how to get out. And I'm like, I would have never figured that. I'd be doing the show from the escape room today. So that grinds my gears. Okay, I like difficult, but can we slow it down a little bit?
Luckily, my ex-wife was very smart, and she could figure these things out, very mathematical and all that stuff. So
that's good.
Yeah, we didn't get stuck. We did not get stuck. All right, we want to hear from you, so let's get going on the Rage Cage. All right, we do have a pair of Orlando Pride tickets. I think we may have some Orlando City tickets, too. We'll check out the prize package later in the show. But right now, let's get to some highlights and headlines. You know, I want to start with this because this grinds my gears. All right, so I'm watching the Players' Championship yesterday, final round up in Ponte Vedra Beach. Cam Young was amazing. He birdies the island hole on number 17, all right? Then he steps up to the 18th, and he just mashes a drive through 375 yards down the 18th fairway. That sets up a par and a one-stroke victory over Matt Fitzpatrick. Here's the final call.
It took him 94 tournaments to break through, had all that talent. Everybody was wondering when Cameron Young was going to break through. He did it last year for the first time. And now he's got the crown jewel of the PGA Tour. Young is a Players' Champion.
Here's what grinds my gears. I love watching championship golf on Sunday. Essentially the last 20 to 30 minutes of the tournament, Channel 2, which is what it was on, they broke in with the weather alerts, all right? Like storm warnings in the area, okay? All right, if you want to just say, okay, hey, storm warnings in the area, and then boom, get off. But no, 20 to 30 minutes explaining the storm warnings. Kravitz, overreaction. We don't need that during important sporting events. There are other ways to alert us of our weather, all right? Like our phone, put it on the screen. You don't have to break away from the Players' Championship.
It was a tornado warning in areas.
Okay.
So I feel like I think legally they have to do that
20 to 30 minutes? I don't think so.
until it
Google
passes.
that.
Until
Google
it
that.
passes.
Huh?
I remember watching one of these situations play out. It was during a playoff game, or maybe it was probably an NCAA tournament game. It was some big event that everybody was watching, and the guy was profusely apologizing because he knew that nobody wanted to watch him break down the weather.
I think I remember that.
And then he said that they have to break in with this coverage. I think it's a legality. I don't think it's the station going, yeah, you know what, Players Championship, screw that. Let's talk Lightning.
Well, if anybody knows if it's a legal
Yeah, obviously it would be better if I knew that,
Right.
but it just sort of felt that way when I've seen this in the past.
I can't find anything on Google that says they legally have to do that.
all right. Well, if anybody out there knows that, text in
Yeah.
50857.
I'll text my TV guys.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, good idea. Good idea. All right, World Baseball Classic. Team USA beats the Dominican Republic 2-1 Sunday night to advance into the finals of the Classic. However, the game had a controversial ending when home plate umpire Corey Blazer called a full count slider from U.S. closer Mason Miller for a strike against Dominican shortstop Geraldo Perdomo, despite the pitch clearly being low and out of the strike zone. The call came one inning after Juan Soto was caught looking at a slider that also was below the zone, though not to the extent of Perdomo's. If Perdomo had walked as he should have, there would have been runners on first and third with star Fernando Tatis coming up.
Yeah, it's a big moment.
Yeah, here's the final pitch.
To Perdomo. Here it is. The United States takes down.
Okay, Kravitz, overreacts. And this should be the impetus of MLB not only going to robot umpires on a challenge system this year, which they're going to do, all right? It should be the impetus to just use robot umpires, period, behind the plate. No challenge. Why do we need challenges for? Just let the robot get it right and move on. Why do you need to challenge pitches? Why can't you just have the robot umpire get every call right?
I'm sure that there is a good case to be made for judgment calls at the plate and things of that nature. And so you want to have a human being who's
A human being to screw everything up?
I'd rather have a human being screw it up than have a robot take another job from a quality, tax-paying American. I'm talking to you, America. We will not have your jobs taken by robots. I assure you. Vote for me in 2028.
There you have it. Brandon Kravitz.
Well, I understand it was a bad call because we've all watched the replay 100 times, but that was a late breaking pitch. I can understand where an umpire behind the plate would think that was a strike.
You don't fool the robot. You can't fool the robot. Okay?
I don't know. I get it, obviously, for the accuracy perspective of it, but I like the personality of the, yeah! You know, when you strike out, it sounds like the guy's
Have a sound.
dying of his knees.
You can have a robot AI sound effect. Do that.
Nah, it's not the same.
Okay.
It's some old grizzled vet, 5 years away from retirement.
Hey, Miami Heat, how did that taste? The Magic beat the Heat in their house Saturday night to take a 121-117 victory, sweeping the Heat this season. The Magic win their 7th consecutive game. Here's some highlights.
Here's Mo up top. He's got Larson on him. What a move. Oh, and he went in the end with the right hand. Nifty footwork and dribbling on the perimeter. And then Mo threw it down. Holy smokes. I didn't know he could get up like that. Magic inbound quickly. Paulo with a clean look and got that to go, the elbow jumper. Oh, man. I swear 2 months ago that one would have spit out on Paulo Banchero, but everything's rolling in for him.
Man, just us being consistent, give credit to them. They're a hell of a team. They've been playing great basketball. But we knew coming here we could get the win, Feel like we've been playing well against them all year, and we just stuck with it. We led the whole game. We knew they was going to make a run. Got a little closer than we wanted, but at the end of the day, we finished it out strong.
There you have it, Paolo Banchero playing lights out. Overreaction on an Overreaction Monday. Kravitz, do you still think the Magic should fire Jamal Mosley and trade Paolo Banchero?
Well, first of all, are you saying that I suggested those things?
No, I'm just saying that was some of the reaction we were getting a mere couple of weeks ago.
So on the Mosley front, I think we have been very patient and straightforward with how this should and will look for him. Either the team advances in the playoffs and he keeps his job, or they don't and he loses his job. It doesn't matter what happens in game 52 of the regular season. For Paolo was playing like the type of young star that you'd want to put on the trade block. And the second we started saying that, I'm not saying that this is just coincidence. I don't think he was motivated by our discussions. But the second we started talking about that, he turned into the consistent all-star that you need in order to put together win streaks like this. He has been so good scoring the basketball efficiently, still distributing. He's become a far better rebounder than he already was. This is a superstar that is delivering superstar-level performances night after night. So to answer your question, no, you should not want Jamal Mosley fired. That would be dumb at this point. And no, you should not want Paolo Banchero traded with the way that he has been able to fill it up and get his teammates involved.
Overreaction number 2. The Magic are 2 games out of the 4 seed right now, behind the Cleveland Cavaliers. 2 games out. The Magic, as they're playing right now, should be the favorite to win the Eastern Conference.
I'm not willing to go there, but they're at least back in that conversation. The beginning of the year, we said that it's like a 4-team race. It's Cleveland, it's New York, it's the Magic, and
Boston was not in that.
Boston was not in that discussion.
Right.
And the Magic were part of that dialogue. They are absolutely part of that discussion again. The odds-on favorite, no, I can't go that far, but should they be discussed amongst the favorites? Yes, which is putting us right back into preseason levels of hype, which is great. It is amazing the long, winding road it took to get us back to where we initially started this season.
As the Beatles once sang, it's a long and winding road, and those are your highlights and headlines.
And as they said, we all live in a yellow submarine. Up next, can Florida do it all over again? We'll take a look at their path and their chances coming up on Game On right after this.
Your submarine has screen doors in it.
You're damn right. Wait, I don't think that was a compliment.
Game On with Bianchi and Kravitz.
But while that might be true, my submarine with screen doors in it, I'll tell you what, I don't need screen doors or any of that nonsense. I got Mills Air coming around, making my house nice and cool whenever I call upon them. Mills Air, family owned and operated. They've provided affordable, friendly, expert services across Central Florida since 1992. They've been good to me for years. They're honest. They explain what's going on. They don't try and upsell you on things that you don't absolutely need in your home. I trust them, and I do not throw that word around lightly. So if your system is acting weird or you just want to get ahead of things, give Leon and Mills Air a call to be the easiest decision that you've ever made. Protect your investment and give yourself some peace of mind in the process. Call Leon and the crew to schedule your appointment and tell them that Brandon Kravitz from Game On sent you by. 407-277-1159 and online at millsair.com.
Orlando, are you ready for a weekend getaway that's got something for everyone? Then pack your bags and head to Mission Resort and Club in beautiful Howey in the Hills, right there next to Claremont. Not only can you tee off on 2 stunning championship golf courses, El Campeon and Las Colinas, but you can also play pickleball, tennis, or rent a boat at the marina and explore the largest chain of lakes in Florida. They're beautiful, and when the day winds down, relax at the spa or dine at at one of their 4 fabulous on-site restaurants. The Sunday Champagne Brunch is a feast you will thoroughly enjoy. Mission Resort is perfect for couples, families, or anyone just looking for a little escape close to home. If you just want to come over for a day of golf, book those tee times, and when you check in at the pro shop, tell them Mike Bianchi, the Bulldog, sent you, and you'll get a free bucket of range balls. For hotel reservations and tee times, go to missionresortandclub.com. That's missionresortandclub.com. Mission Resort, Central Florida's hidden gem, is just waiting for you.
Traveling on the beach line, the on-ramp from Goldenrod Road, 2 left lanes there are blocked due to an accident there. Also, Orange Avenue between Holden Avenue and Michigan Street, those lanes remain closed because of a crash. Also, I-4 eastbound between 192 and 535 is a slow ride. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Katie Wilkins.
This report is sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration, serving coastal and central Florida.
When disaster strikes your business, floods, fires, or storms, every hour closed is an hour lost. Paul Davis Restoration responds fast to restore your property and reduce downtime. Learn more at office.pauldavis.com.
Let's go! Radio Music Awards are coming back Thursday, March 26th, live on Fox.
Watch as we honor the biggest stars from all genres of music that you loved listening to all year long on your favorite iHeart radio station and the iHeart radio app.
Hosted by Ludacris.
All right, are y'all ready to get started?
Don't miss our 2026 iHeart Radio Music Awards. Watch live on Fox Thursday, March 26th.
Starting at 8 p.m.
And listen on iHeart radio stations across America and the free iHeart app.
Here's something most of us don't want to think about, but probably should. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton here for our friend Mike Lester and the team at Talon Wealth Management.
That thing we don't want to talk about is a will. If you don't have one, Mike and his team would like to help you out. They'll start you off with a comprehensive financial plan.
If you are 55 or over and have saved at least $250,000 for retirement, the Talon Comprehensive Financial Plan is complimentary. And when that plan's in hand, you will also receive the gift of a will and trust courtesy of Talon Wealth.
The folks at Talon Wealth are not attorneys, but they work with a group of attorneys who'll provide a will and trust at no charge to you. Reach out at 813-755-5000. 813-755-5000. One more time, that's 813-755-5000. And be sure and tell them that Clay and Buck sent you.
Advisory services offered through Talon Private Wealth, LLC, a SEC-registered investment advisor. The information provided is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be construed as legal, tax, or financial advice.
This St. Patrick's Day weekend, let's keep our community safe from drunk driving. If you celebrate a little too much, don't rely on the luck of the Irish. Use a rideshare or designated driver. From your friends at iHeartMedia and Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
If you want your windows there and wait, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Protect your home with Factory Direct Impact Windows from Reese Windows and Doors. At Reese, they've been installing affordable, high-quality windows for over 50 years, and most windows are installed in under 8 weeks. Get out your phone because now is your chance to win them for free. Just text the word TRUST to 20129 to win $25,000 in new windows from Reese Windows and Doors. Text TRUST to 20129 and good luck from Reese Windows and Doors.
Under state law, a business has a duty to keep you safe on their property. Our responsibility is to protect you when they don't. If you've had a slip and fall accident, call Farah and Farah. We're here to help you up. Orlando.
Jackson Hewitt has a great tax prep deal, $149 or less. Missing out is like ignoring the check engine light in your car. You'll regret it. Seriously, the price is only $149 or less, no matter how complicated, so don't wait. Like when you get a password expires today alert or you're shopping online and there's only one item left. It's like your taxes are in the cart, just complete the purchase. Hurry, this deal for $149 or less is like your phone at 1%. It's about to power down. Limited time offer for new clients on federal returns. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com/149.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/music. That's ethos.com/music. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
We are Orlando's sports leader, broadcasting live from the FM 96.9 The Game studio. Brought to you by the Nickley Group, Orlando's home team. Doing real estate differently. TheNickleyGroup.com.
iHeart's Yacht Rock Radio goes commercial-free every weekend. Enjoy the greatest 70s and 80s smooth soft rock all weekend. All commercial free. High tide, low tide, no tide. Yacht Rock Radio works anywhere. Open the free iHeart Radio app, search Yacht Rock, and make it a preset now.
When you're buying a home, who you work with matters as much as anything else in the process. That's why you need Kevin Krager with LPT Realty on your side. Kevin doesn't just unlock doors. He brings a deep knowledge of market trends, the latest home buyer programs, and cutting-edge real estate technology. But what truly sets him apart is twofold. Kevin's strong background in construction certainly helps, and the understanding of the investment side of home buying. Any expert you talk to says that using an agent who is also an investor is the true cheat code to doing this home buying endeavor in the best possible way. Kevin knows what to look for so that you don't end up in a money pit. From foundation to roof line, he's focused on protecting your investment every step of the way. And even after closing, his service doesn't stop there. Kevin has the resources to help with repairs or any upgrades that you may need. Call Kevin Krager with LPT Realty today. Your future home will thank you.
The Magic continue their quest for the playoffs as they face division rival Atlanta. Our coverage begins at 6:30 with Magic Tonight. Tip time is 7 p.m. Catch every minute right here on your exclusive home for Orlando Magic basketball. FM 96.9 The Game, AM 740, and streaming on the absolutely free iHeart Radio app. Now back to Game On with Bianchi and Kravitz.
How about the Sunshine State? People, I've called us a pigskin peninsula in the past because we are just crazy about football, college football in particular. But really, we're a basketball hotbed is what we are now.
We're a hardwood haven.
I like it. A hardwood haven.
You write that in the Sentinel, I will be charging you royalties.
I'm definitely going to write that in the Sentinel. No question about it. It used to be the identity of this state revolved around our college football teams. Florida, Florida State, Miami, then UCF came on the scene. But now, Florida's football program, they're on like their fifth coach in the last how many years. Florida State's in the dumpster in football. Miami looks like they're on their way back finally. They played for the national championship. UCF still trying to find their footing in the Big 12 in football. But look at our basketball programs. Florida, defending national champions, a number 1 seed again in the NCAA tournament. UCF back in the NCAA tournament after a 7-year hiatus. Miami in the tournament again this year. And USF's in the tournament this year. And Florida State came this close to getting into the tournament. They lose they lose to Duke by 1 point in the second round of the ACC tournament. If they'd have won that game, they would have been in the tournament.
Now, part of it is that there are a lot more teams that are invited to the postseason in basketball
right.
than there are in football.
Right.
So it is easier to have what we would determine a successful season in basketball than it is in football.
Okay. But making the NCAA basketball tournament, all right, I would say, okay, well, then our football teams is probably the equivalent of making a bowl game, any bowl game, all right? Our football teams can't even make bowl games.
Well, it was going to be my rebuttal to my own statement, which is if there was a 68-team tournament in football, there would have been some teams in the state left out.
Right? Yeah, it's called the bowl season. Right?
Yeah, that's the other side of it. But let's not completely dismiss the state of Florida in football. Let's not forget that Jaden's Miami Hurricanes were in the national championship.
I mentioned that. I mentioned.
I heard that. I was totally listening when you said that.
No, all right. So the NCAA tournament is set. Florida, as I mentioned, a 1 seed. They'll be in Tampa. They're playing either Prairie View or Lehigh in the first round on Friday night. If they win that game, which they will, then they'll get the winner of number 8 seeded Clemson and number 9 Iowa. So that's Florida. UCF, again, in the tournament. They'll be up in Philadelphia. They'll be a 10 seed. They'll play 7th seeded UCLA of the Big Ten in the first round matchup. In Philly, the winner will face either 2nd seeded UConn or number 15 seeded Furman. So if UCF happens to beat UCLA, they'll have UConn waiting for them in the second round.
It'll be like the last time they were in the tournament and they won the first game, and it was like, all right, that was fun. Here's Duke.
Yeah, except they got robbed in that game against Duke.
They did.
If you remember,
they
should have won that game. Where are we at? Miami. Let's see. What's Miami?
Miami's got Missouri.
And Missouri's, they're playing it in St. Louis, which is like 100 miles from Missouri's campus. So Missouri will certainly have the home court advantage there. And then USF, man, I was watching the seedings yesterday. I wasn't paying attention to the AAC tournament, so USF's in the tournament. So USF is in the tournament. That's 4 state of Florida teams. USF they're an 11 seed and will play number 6 seeded Louisville. That's a game maybe they could win.
The ACC was nothing special, so you have a 6-seeded ACC team. I know Louisville, more of a traditional power than USF is, but this is not a dominant Louisville team. So that is very much a winnable game, and from what I understand, should be a high-scoring one as well.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Florida can win the national title again. I don't think anybody would doubt that, right?
Yeah, they definitely can.
Florida can win the national title again. They're a 1 seed. I think UCF can win a game. I don't think they're going to beat UConn in the second round. I think they could win their first round game.
I'm skeptical on predicting that because UCF stumbled so hard at the end of the season, and even the tournament game they won in the Big 12 tournament was razor thin,
right,
against Cincinnati. They were underdogs going into that game. They had a first round bye, which is the only reason they got to the second round. They just petered out so hard, and then they go up against Arizona, and they weren't even competitive.
No.
So you're going to go up against. I love looking at coaches when who do you back in the NCAA tournament? If you know nothing, just back the good coaches. They usually have their teams ready. Mick Cronin is one of the best, and it's going to be a really tough matchup for UCF.
All right, and then we have Miami. They can certainly win their first round game. I'll tell you who's done a hell of a job is Jay Lucas. You want to talk about coaches? I mean, good Lord, he's in his first season at Miami. He took over a program that was falling apart in Jim Larinaga's final 2 seasons as a head coach. He comes in, boom, they play this weird style that nobody seems to be able to figure out, and they were, what were they, 3rd or 4th in the ACC this year. So he's done a hell of a job.
Yeah, they've been one of the constants in the ACC. The issue with Miami isn't so much Missouri, it's that they're going to get Purdue in round 2 if they do end up winning in round 1, and that is one of my tournament darlings. They just won the Big Ten Conference tournament. They have Braden Smith, one of the best point guards in the sport.
Who do you think Duke's the number 1 overall seed. You've got Florida, Duke, Arizona, and Michigan are your number 1 seeds. Who do you like?
I think Michigan has the easiest path if you look at the Midwest region, so that's an easy one to just coast to a Final Four, and once you get there, you get a pretty good shot. I have fallen in love with this Arizona team, though. Maybe it's my Big 12 bias starting to poke through after watching as much Big 12 basketball as we have throughout the year, but they've got a big man in Koa Pete that's really tough to contend with. They have been consistent all the way throughout. They have only allowed 1 10-0 run against them all season.
Really?
1. That is unheard of.
Wow.
So I like Arizona to win the tournament. I already filled out my bracket, and they are my champion.
I'm rooting for one thing in this tournament. I'm rooting for UCF and USF to meet in the Sweet 16.
That's right.
Huh?
Well, war on I-4 action. More Game On, your favorite afternoon show, coming up right after this.
Game On with Bianchi and Kravitz. We'll be right back after this.
Cashing in on all of the upcoming tournament action. You can download the Hard Rock Bet app and start doing that tomorrow with the first 4 games. It's that time of year over on Hard Rock Bet. Sides, totals, first half, underdog money lines, all of the 12s over 5s that you can possibly muster. A chef's kiss for this time of year. Nothing quite like the NCAA tournament. If you want Florida to make the Final Four, plus 125 on that. If you think they can win it all, you can get up to 6 times your money on winning that bet on Florida to win the national championship. Also, NBA action rolls along. Use your 30% profit boost on NBA same-game parlays. Join the sports betting revolution online by downloading the Hard Rock Bet app today. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
All right, guys, let's be honest. Football season hits, and between the wings, the pizza, and a few too many beers, that jersey starts fitting a little bit tighter. Then you swear you'll drop the weight, but no matter what diet you try, nothing sticks. That's why I want to tell you about Florida Center for Hormones and Wellness. These folks are Central Florida's leaders in medical weight loss. This isn't some fad diet or magic powder. It's a doctor-supervised program that combines hormone optimization, nutrition coaching, and yes, those new injectable weight loss medications everyone's talking about. They customize it all for you, and the results are fast. Most guys lose 20 pounds or more in just 6 to 10 weeks, safely. You'll have more energy, better sleep, and honestly, you'll just feel good again. It's time for you to make your fourth quarter comeback. Go to hormonesandwellness.com/bulldog and tell them Mike Bianchi, the Bulldog, sent you. That's hormonesandwellness.com/bulldog.
It's here. At T-Mobile, get the new Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra with Galaxy AI. Okay, we don't need the trumpets. We know it's awesome. You even get a 5-year price guarantee. And the best benefits in wireless. A kazoo? Get the new Galaxy S26 Ultra. Really? Nothing? Did I mention at T-Mobile there's no trade-in needed?
Guarantee excludes taxes and fees. Applies to monthly price of on-network talk, text, and 5G data with Beyond plan. Benefits vary by plan. May require activation and are based on included perks. Exclusions and details at T-Mobile.com.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Win $25,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows. Pick up your phone and text the word TRUST right now to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
You'll use the radio in your car more than anything else. When buying a new car, make sure the AM/FM is simple, clear, and convenient.
When choosing an engagement ring, the diamond is important. But just as important, the ring itself, the setting, the look. She doesn't want ordinary. She wants something that she's dreamed about her whole life. Something that reflects her style and personality. And that's where International Diamond Center comes in. IDC is the only jeweler here that carries all the top bridal designers. Rings that other stores aren't even allowed to offer. Thousands to choose from. An IDC ring is unlike any other. Artistic, innovative design, handcrafted precision, exceptional detail and quality. And to complete the look, no other jeweler has our selection of dazzling diamonds. Whether you're looking for a scintillating natural diamond or an eye-catching lab-grown diamond, IDC's experts can show you all the options. So there's no compromise. At IDC, we have all the tools to create the ring of her dreams. No compromises, no cut corners, nothing short of perfection. In a world filled with ordinary, for this once-in-a-lifetime moment, choose extraordinary. Choose International Diamond Center. Altamont Springs, Waterford Lakes, and Mall of Millenia.
The world's best bull riders. 1 shot, 8 seconds, no mercy. The rankest bulls in the sport are waiting. This is professional bull riding. Watch it live as we unleash the beast this weekend from Indianapolis, only on Paramount Plus.
This is it, Orlando. The World Baseball Classic is here, and there's only one place to experience every pitch, every hit, every epic moment. Join the ultimate watch party at Stadium Club, Orlando's most immersive sports bar with full 360-degree game time viewing. Fuel the action with unbeatable game day food and drink specials. Plus, parking is free. Whether you're cheering on Team USA, the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Mexico, Brazil, or beyond, this is where sports rivalries come alive. Don't just watch the World Baseball Classic. Feel it. Stadium Club. Bring your team colors, bring your friends, bring the noise. Reserve your seat at Open Table or at stadiumclub.com. That's stadiumclub.com. SportsFanClub.com.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like a cybersecurity engineer at a publicly traded company.
We've been hacked! They're through our firewall! How is that even possible? They got my password. Please don't tell me your password was password. It's actually password 1.
This is the job for sponsored jobs.
This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
Join us daily on 96.9 The Game for your Embers-only Cigar of the Week. Brought to you by Corona Cigar Company. Luxury cigar lifestyle, fine spirits, and relaxation await at your nearest Corona Cigar. Dr. Phillips, downtown, Heathrow, or online at coronacigar.com.
The Maps app that came with your phone? It's fine if you enjoy waiting and guessing and inefficient routes. Or you could use MapQuest. MapQuest is back with live directions, real-time traffic, and faster routes. It moves when you move. Best of all, no printer needed. No paper. No more missed turns. Just you and the app. Get there fast with MapQuest. Download the MapQuest app on the App Store or visit MapQuest.com. MapQuest, still getting you there.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Protect your home with Factory Direct Impact Windows from Reese Windows and Doors. At Reese, they've been installing affordable, high-quality windows for over 50 years, and most windows are installed in under 8 weeks. Get out your phone because now is your chance to win them for free. Just text the word TRUST to 20129 to win $25,000 in new windows from Reese Windows and Doors. Text TRUST to 20129 and good luck from Reese Windows and Doors.
The March tournament brings volatility, upsets, and momentum shifts. With Webull predictions, you can trade strategic positions on college basketball outcomes. React to matchups and assess probabilities as the tournament unfolds. Whether your bracket is busted or you're on the way to the top of your leaderboard, bring your strategy to your trades in real time. Get started by downloading the Webull app today or visiting Webull.com. Event contract trading is speculative and may not be suitable for all investors. Customers should carefully consider the associated risk before investing. Visit Webull.com/disclosures.
This report is sponsored by Bet Online.
Hey there, Central Florida, Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Laurel Blanchard here with your Monday evening forecast. Still keeping an eye on some storms across the region, but a cool down is going to be moving in. We're going to be seeing Arctic air settle in across Central Florida, dropping our temperatures significantly as we head through the overnight tonight, as temperatures bottoming out throughout the mid-40s with highs only in the 60s. Taking a look ahead to your Tuesday. Luckily, though, we see those temperatures warming back up to right around 80 degrees by the end of the week.
Prediction markets talk outcomes. BetOnline puts odds behind them. For decades, bettors have trusted BetOnline for accurate lines, deep prop markets, and real action across every major market. Get the latest odds, live props, and in-game wagering throughout the year. BetOnline, the game starts here.
Welcome back to the premier afternoon sports show in the state of Florida. Game On with Mike Bianchi and Brandon Kravitz.
If you want to compete with us, which I know you do, you can head on over to our Game Heads page on Facebook. Join our absolutely free March Madness Bracket Challenge. No strings attached, nothing like that. Just want to play along with our most loyal listeners. A friend of the show, Adrian, posted that one earlier today. I hopped in. I filled out my bracket. Go ahead and join us. I will have one if you want to play for money. I will have a Better Edge bracket challenge posted within the next 2 days as well, so be on the lookout for that. Mike, I know you want my full tournament breakdown.
No. Nobody cares.
I will be giving you...
Do people care less about somebody else's tournament bracket or somebody else's fantasy football team?
Definitely somebody else's bracket.
They care less about that?
Yeah. There's at least part of you that goes, who do you like? Who do you like in fantasy? You know, kind of want to know?
Yeah, because of the bracket, like college basketball, nobody really knows anything about it because nobody really watches it during the regular season.
I love it. It's like cramming for a test. But here's the thing. Okay, let me just give you, I'm just going to give you my very quick spiel. I'm not going to tell you who to pick. I'm not going to tell you my bracket. This is just, I'm giving you the parameters for who you should be looking at. All right, guys, relax. This is the... If you're wondering, I don't know, should I have a 12 go to the final? Yeah. Okay. The last 8 national champions, top 6 offensive ratings. So just there you go. We just eliminated 62 teams.
Well,
Very
now,
simple.
say that
The
again.
last 8 national champions were top 6 in offensive rating. Bottom line is defense is helpful. It's not like you can't. You need to have a little bit of that. But if you don't have an elite offense, you are not winning the NCAA tournament in today's college basketball.
Does that mean do the Gators? I don't think they have an elite.
They are out.
Right.
Purdue, listen closely, people. These are your champions, okay? Pick one of these teams. Purdue, Illinois, Alabama, Duke, Arizona, Arkansas. There you go.
Except Alabama's best player just got arrested for felony possession of marijuana. He had like a couple of pounds of pot in a
All
bunch
right,
of
so we're going
cash.
to cross them
He
off.
didn't pay his taxes either.
We're going to cross them off the list. They also have a bad defense, and you don't want bad defenses. So just saying those are the 6. Then you can whittle it down from there. Okay, who's top 10 defense that's also on that list? Duke, Arizona, and that's it. So Duke and Arizona are your 2 best options. Now, there are other factors that you should look at. Offensive rebound rate. Are you good at the free throw line? Turnover rate. These things matter in the NCAA tournament. Who's checking the boxes on all those? Illinois is the only school that ranks top 10 in all of those categories. There you go. The Fighting Illini are your sneaky pick. If you're trying to win your bracket challenge, everybody else is going to go, pick Duke.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're never going to win that way. The Fighting Illini is your champion, is your way to win
Is that who you
your
got your
bracket.
bracket?
No, I have Arizona. But I'm just saying, if you wanted to go outside of the number ones, Illinois is your best opportunity based on the parameters they hit. There you go. There's my spiel. Let's go. Hit the button.
This is Jamal Mosley, head coach of the Orlando Magic, and this is your daily coach quote of the day.
Our daily source of inspiration and motivation, and today's is about opportunities. One of my favorite quotes of all time, perhaps this is one that you have heard before. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. There you go. Your daily coach quote of the day. If you didn't start it years ago, that's okay. Just start now. Be done with it.
Do it now. Do it now.
How do you interpret that one?
Do it now. Don't.
But there are people that they beat themselves up because like, I should have done this years ago. I should have learned a different language. I should have reached out to that person that I've been wanting to talk to. It's okay that you didn't do it before.
Right.
You can't change that. All you can do is do it now. There you go. Our text question today, it's a Meltdown Mood Check Monday. Bianchi is frustrated because the news was telling you what the weather was during a severe weather warning. I know. Let me just set the stage here, then you can apologize to West 2 News.
Okay.
During the Players' Championship, the final round, Bianchi goes, I don't want to hear about this tornado that might wipe out my house and neighboring houses.
First of all, I live in Sanford, far from my house.
Okay, so you wanted to issue an apology for your disgruntlement.
Yeah, because, the entire last 2 or 3 holes of the Players' Championship was interrupted because of this weather bulletin on Channel 2 where the weatherman broke in and would not shut up about the storm warnings, okay? So, but then I looked it up, and there is a federal mandate that if there's, tornado warnings in the area, here's what it says. Local TV networks are required by the federal communications system to interrupt regular and broadcast tornado warnings. That's what it says. It doesn't say they have to stay on the air for 20 minutes. They have to interrupt. Most of them, though, do choose to stay on the air just to be safe, I guess. So, yeah, I'll apologize.
Do you think there's also a part of that says if we are going to be a trusted source of news and we are asked to do this legally, that means that our competitors are asked to do it legally, and we don't want people seeking out tornado information to get it somewhere else. So we have to be on while they are on. And there becomes this sort of game of chicken between Fox and CBS and NBC.
Here's something else that says local TV networks are not strictly required by the FCC to stay on the air continuously during this. So they choose to do that. And, I just think in today's world where everybody, you can get weather anywhere. As you can go to Weather Channel, but they have the bulletins as well. You can get it on your cell phone as well. I just want to see the final round of the players. That's all I'm saying. Just want to watch it.
I have a meltdown mood check gripe. I have a grind your gears gripe that I want to get to in the following segment. We'll do that plus yours 50857. Who you got winning the NCAA tournament? We'll get to all of that next.
You know what really grinds my gears? Game On with Bianchi and Kravitz.
It's the Bulldog, Mike Bianchi. You know, spring training and spring practice is when athletes get ready for the long season ahead. And your air conditioner needs the same kind of preparation. Before the Florida heat cranks up, schedule a preventive maintenance visit with Ziegler Air Conditioning. Their technicians run a 25-point checklist on every system, checking electrical components, cleaning drain lines, lubricating moving parts, replacing filters, and making sure your system is running efficiently and reliably. I've got their maintenance program at my home, and they come out twice a year. They don't just glance at the unit and call it all good. They actually take things apart, clean the system properly, even give me tips on how to keep it running smoothly between visits. That kind of attention is why Jason and the crew have been cooling Central Florida for 40 years. When the heat is on, you want your AC ready for game day. Give them a call. 407-245-8765. That's 407-245-8765. Ziegler Air Conditioning. Don't ever lose your cool.
The Orlando Valkyries are Orlando's hometown volleyball team. One home match left before the All-Star break, and it comes your way on Saturday afternoon at Addition Financial Arena. March 14th, the Valks look to bounce back against the San Diego Mojo. Experience the competition, the innovative in-game presentation, and a deep connection to the Orlando community. For ticket info, head to provolleyball.com or head to Ticketmaster and search Orlando Valkyries, and we'll see you at the next match.
Accident, Aloma Avenue at Cimarron Boulevard. Left turn lane there is blocked. I-4 westbound at the beach line. Crew still trying to clean up an accident, blocking the right shoulder, and a crash on I-4 westbound approaching 429 has the shoulder there blocked. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Katie Wilkins.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Warehouse of Orlando.
Turn your tax refund into better sleep at Mattress Warehouse. Save up to $850. Plus, get a free adjustable base and enjoy their exclusive lifetime price guarantee. Only at Mattress Warehouse. Because they're more than a mattress store. They're Mattress Warehouse.
You've got takes, hot ones, questionable ones, the kind that your group chat can't handle. But we here on Game On absolutely can. With iHeartRadio's TalkBack feature, we call it the Rage Cage, you're not just listening to Game On, you're in the game. Tap the mic, drop your take, and send it straight to the show. Think Bianchi and I are completely wrong, which you probably do? Let us know. Search 96.9 The Game on iHeartRadio. Hit that talkback button because sports talk shouldn't be a one-way street.
Friday, March 20th. The Professional Fighters League brings a world title fight to Spain. The Spaniard, Castelo Von Steenis, returns home to defend his belt against 2025 World Tournament winner and England's own Fabian Edwards. A rematch between champions for the PFL middleweight world title. Live Friday, March 20th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time on the ESPN app.
The Maps app that came with your phone? It's fine if you enjoy waiting and guessing and inefficient routes. Or you could use MapQuest. MapQuest is back with live directions, real-time traffic, and faster routes. It moves when you move. Best of all, no printer needed. No paper. No more missed turns. Just you and the app. Get there fast with MapQuest. Download the MapQuest app on the App Store or visit MapQuest.com. MapQuest, still getting you there.
This is it, Orlando. The World Baseball Classic is here, and there's only one place to experience every pitch, every hit, every epic moment. Join the ultimate watch party at Stadium Club, Orlando's most immersive sports bar with full 360-degree game time viewing. Fuel the action with unbeatable game day food and drink specials. Plus, parking is free. Whether you're cheering on Team USA, the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Mexico, Brazil, or beyond, this is where sports rivalries come alive. Don't just watch the World Baseball Classic. Feel it. Stadium Club. Bring your team colors, bring your friends, bring the noise. Reserve your seat at Open Table or at stadiumclub.com. That's stadiumclub.com.
If you care about predictions, you care about props. And when college basketball tournament tips off, the props tell the real story. Nobody does tournament props like BetOnline. For years, BetOnline has been the home of real sports wagering deep markets, sharp odds, and player props. And this year, the tourney action is getting even bigger with BetOnline $200,000 bracket contest, where the winner takes home $50,000 cash. Build your bracket, beat the field, and take your shot. BetOnline. The game starts here.
You'll use the radio in your car more than anything else. When buying a new car, make sure the AM/FM is simple, clear, and convenient.
Welcome to Embers Only on iHeart Radio Orlando, brought to you by Corona Cigar Company. Step inside the luxury cigar lifestyle with our Cigar of the Week. And man, we have never featured anything like this before. It's the Davidoff Winston Churchill Petite Panatella Cigar 5-pack, which would fit perfectly in a shirt pocket. Churchill himself famously said his favorite traveling companion was a fine cigar, and these are premium cigars comprised of the perfect blend of tobaccos from all over the world, the Dominican, Nicaragua, Ecuador, Mexico, and they are blended perfectly. What you get here is a nice medium cigar with a backdrop of cedar and spice. Really interesting smoke and a great start for these unbelievable cigars at only $46.50. It's the Davidoff Winston Churchill Petite Panatella 5-pack, and it is your Cigar of the Week. Thanks so much for joining us for Embers Only. Luxury cigar lifestyle, fine spirits, and relaxation await at your nearest Corona Cigar. Downtown, Heathrow, Sand Lake, Sarasota, Tampa, and always online at coronacigar.com.
True Green. Don't waste another weekend doing your lawn care yourself. Partner with the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour and get a golf course quality lawn the easy way. Sign up at truegreen.com. Then sit back and relax.
Follow the game on Facebook at 96.9 The Game. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Got a thought? Just wanted to chime in. No hold times here.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Tap the red talkback mic on the iHeart Radio app and send us a voice note instantly.
I do agree with that guess.
A stress-free way to join the convo on your own time. Try it now on the free iHeart Radio app.
Thanks to you, more than 50,000 teachers have been recognized for the amazing work they do in classrooms across America each and every day.
Speaking for all teachers, we don't do this for the recognition, but it's nice to get it sometimes.
iHeartRadio's Thank a Teacher, powered by Donors Choose.
It's always nice to know that we have a positive impact.
We're helping get teachers the resources they need to inspire the next generation.
It's the family, it's the student, it's the teacher in the school, and even the community, so it's a team effort.
Just go to iHeartRadio.com/teachers.
Hey, Dad, how do airplanes fly? What's in this box? Is this tree good for climbing? How are babies made? What does this thing do?
Kids are curious about everything, including guns. Talking to them about gun safety in your home is a good first step, but you can do more. Always keep your guns locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition. Safe gun storage saves lives. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. That's endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
WYGM Orlando, WJRR HD2, Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
This is Anthony Black with the Orlando Magic, and you're locked into Game On with Bianchi and Kravitz.
Bianchi almost fell off his chair. He's so excited to be back from commercial break. Win free stuff with us. Today's prize, Orlando Pride tickets, and they can be yours by entering the Rage Cage. Today's show question, well, it's a Meltdown Mood Check Monday, so we want to know...
You know what really grinds my gears?
What grinds your gears? Tell us. Last night, Mike, I was watching the Oscars for some reason. I am a sucker for award shows.
Mm-hmm.
I like big, glitzy award shows. The pageantry, the musical performances, seeing who won awards, for which I am blissfully unaware of who is.
Did you see any of the movies that were?
So that was going to be my gripe here, and I could do this rinse, recycle, repeat pretty much every year. Best Picture. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Bugonia, F1, Marty Supreme, The Secret Agent, The Sentimental Value, Train Dreams, Sinners I've heard of, and Frankenstein I'm aware of because my wife watched it.
I watched one of those movies.
Which one?
Marty Supreme. It's the ping pong. It's about ping pong.
Oh, it's the one with Timothy Chalamet.
Right. Yeah, I watched that one.
F1's a phenomenal movie. You're missing out.
Okay, so you guys have seen movies on this list. Sinners is very popular, so maybe my annual gripe about who the hell is watching these movies that we're giving awards to, it was a bigger problem that I had during the superhero movie era, the apex of that, because you had Avengers movies and Iron Man movies and Captain America movies that were making billions of dollars, and you'd never find them on these. And they were good movies, too. Mm-hmm. Objectively good movies. Were they artsy, fartsy classics? No. But they were good movies that cranked out millions upon billions of dollars. And you'd never find them on a list like this. Isn't that what it's all about? Isn't the best movie the one that brings the most people to the screen? And the Oscars is never about that. It's always just, they did the whole movie had captions. It was wonderful, marvelous. And it lasted 4 hours and 17 minutes. I loved it.
It reminded me of Fellini. The old Fellini movie.
There's 15 minutes of the movie where they just focused on a single flower blooming.
Yes, and
it's lovely.
No popcorn or Coke.
No.
No. We like warm goat's milk.
Oh, Merlot. Yeah, that's what it feels like. And I watch it and I hate it, and I watch it anyway. But apparently I'm wrong. I guess they are putting movies on there.
The only reason I watched Marty Supreme is I was on vacation out in L.A. and my daughters drugged me to a movie.
That was the first one you've been to since E.T., isn't it?
E.T.,
Oh.
I tried to go to the movies once a week. F1 was phenomenal. It had Brad Pitt in it. You should watch it. It's a good movie.
Huh.
It's about F1.
Yeah.
Wow, really cracked the code there, Mike.
Yeah. Great job.
Okay. Is there anything else grinding your gears before I read the text line?
What is grinding my gears? No, nothing.
Somebody
Really
said Hamnet was a tearjerker as well. That was another one that I saw. It was like some guy in the field yelling at some woman. Hi, how dare you leave me amongst my most difficult times.
You know, one thing.
Everyone's got old English clothes on.
One thing grinds my gears about the Oscars, all right, is, and I didn't watch it last night. Maybe you can speak to this. Were there like a lot of, I don't know, they always try to get, political. Was there a lot of it? Huh?
Yeah, everyone thinks that there's some, so this is your moment to be an activist. Just accept your award and move on. I agree, the world could be a better place. This is it. Film a TikTok and put it online, okay? This is just, thank you, the Academy, my parents, the person who acted in the movie, the guy who held the camera, who never gets any credit, by the way. The guy just standing there, holding the camera for days on end, listening to these bougie people act their faces off. Never gets any credit.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was a lot of that. Thanks for listening to my TED Talk. We return in 60 seconds. Let's kick it over to Fox Sports Radio.
No filters, no favorites, just facts. Let's find out who showed up and who showed out. It's time for Champ or Chump.
Welcome back to the show. Game on across the Sunshine State. Orlando, Jacksonville, Tally. Thanks for making us part of your afternoon. Hit us up on the iHeart Radio Talkback. We call that the Rage Cage. You can also text the show 50857. Let your voice be heard, Gameheads. Champs or Chumps, delivering the best and worst from this weekend's action. How can you not give a champ to the Orlando Magic? That's my number one champ of the weekend. A very real 7-game winning streak. No facade like the team they're playing against tonight. 9 straight the Atlanta Hawks have won, but only one against an opponent with a record above 500. And that was the Sixers, and the Sixers didn't have Joel Embiid in that game. Meanwhile...
Do they ever?
That's a good point. In the war of winning streaks, I'll take the Magic. Wins against Cleveland. Wins against Minnesota. A win against Miami over the weekend, which is the number one reason why they get this champ. Paolo's played consistently great. This team feels like a legitimate threat in the Eastern Conference, and there were large portions, chunks of the middle of the season where I did not think I'd be saying that come the end of March, and here we are. So hopefully the team can keep it up, but a big-time champ for the way that our Orlando Magic have played.
No question. I mean, they certainly deserve a champ, especially the adversity they've been through the entire season. My champ goes to the city of Las Vegas. All right, the NBA is going to hold a vote coming up at their Board of Governors meeting next week to essentially explore expansion teams. They're not like having a list of expansion cities. All right, they're saying these are the 2 cities we want to give expansion teams to. And those 2 cities are Las Vegas and Seattle. Seattle, of course, lost the Supersonics, who moved to Oklahoma City and became the Thunder. So they want to give Seattle a team. And Vegas. They want to give Vegas a team. Why? Because Vegas gets it when it comes to sports. And that's why I want to give them a champ. Vegas, when they get an NBA team, and they will, all right? This is essentially a formality, all right? They're going to get a team. So they'll have 4 professional sports teams. NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, when the A's get there, and then NHL. This is a city, Vegas, that's half the size of Orlando. Half the size. Half the media market of Orlando. But Vegas, leaders and politicians, they seek out sports teams. They know sports teams. Vegas, like Orlando, is a convention city. It's an entertainment city. It's a not a family vacation city, but a vacation city, just like Orlando. And Vegas knows that sports entertainment is good for tourism. Orlando, if Vegas leaders were running Central Florida, we'd have a Major League Baseball team by now. Wouldn't even be close.
Yeah, I think it's because in Vegas, part of the business model for them all along has been sports. It's been, this is where you go to bet on sports.
Right.
So they've always understood the value of that. And then the casinos played a role in that also that have nothing to do with sports, but going to sports
books. Yeah.
It's a huge part of the business model that helps to prop up Las Vegas and what makes them special. So they understand the value of sports. So they need it. They need sports in order for them to survive. Whether it's through people going to their sports books, watching sports, and betting on sports.
People don't need to go to their sports books anymore.
Well, maybe that's part of the reason why they said, let's put more of our attention and focus on the teams in this city, because our uniqueness no longer resides in your ability to come to our city and bet on sports. That was the first time I ever went to Las Vegas. That was the first time I ever legally placed a bet on sports. Mm-hmm. And now you can do it wherever you are.
Right.
You do it in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter. And the more liberal your state is, the more options you have in terms of sports books that are available to you. So I think that's a big part of it. And the frustrating thing for us, because we're sports guys, is that Orlando does not need sports as much as Las Vegas does. And that's why their leaders are all in on it. And we've got the mouse. And the mouse will always keep this market viable in terms of the money that comes in to the city.
You can be. Well, I mean, Vegas has the casinos.
But the sports operation for them is part of that appeal.
A lot of people don't go to. Most people don't go to Vegas to bet on sports. Most people go to Vegas to stay in the nice hotels and gamble and play blackjack in the casinos. That doesn't have anything to do with sports, quite frankly.
Well, they are a big event city that. I mean, and this
a lot
is
of
just
conventions go to Vegas, just like a lot of conventions. I think we're very similar. No, they don't have the mouse, but we don't have casinos all over town either in nice hotels.
I just think they appreciate the business of sports more than our leaders do. That's the only point that I was trying to make.
Yeah,
but yes,
now you're making my point.
Orlando is family-friendly Vegas.
Right.
That's it. It's the same. It's the exact same place in terms of the beautiful hotels, all of the different entertainment options, except one, you go with a family of 5, the other, you go with your buddies.
Right.
That's the difference. Right. My chump goes to the Dominican Republic, and anybody complaining after the Dominican Republic got hosed by the home plate umpire because of the called third strike that gave Team USA the win. We have the cut from that. Let's hear the final call.
To Perdomo. Here it is. The United States takes down.
Okay, obviously it wasn't the best call in the world, but it was a breaking pitch. It looked like it might have crossed the plate in the strike zone and then dropped off. And the Dominican Republic was loaded with bats. That was the strength of their team. They only mustered 1 run in this game. You can't leave the game up to the chance of human decision-making and umpiring. This was your opportunity to show the world how great you are at baseball. You have Soto, you've got Tatis, you've got Julio Rodriguez, and you mustered a run. That's on you. That's not on anybody else.
Although I would say the Dominican Republic was pretty classy. It's not like their manager or even who was the
Juan Soto after the game said, quote, "We showed the world who the best team in baseball is. That's all I've got to say."
Well, throughout the tournament, they have been the most dominant team until last night. Throughout the tournament, but the Perdomo, he said, "Hey, that's not why we lost the game." And the manager,
the general manager Nelson Cruz said, "We lost by inches. We'll have ABS in a few years, so hopefully next time we can challenge a play like that."
Right.
It's part of the game.
Right. So anyway, what do you think the reaction would have been had we lost the game? Like if the Americans had lost the game on that, huh?
Hey, you have your opportunities. 9-inning game. You've got these loaded lineups. If all you can produce is 1 run, then you invite the variance of humans into the equation.
I agree.
Score 3 runs, score 4 runs, 5 runs, and then we can have a conversation about how bad the officials are.
My chump goes to one of Alabama's best basketball players, right? Alabama in the NCAA tournament, Aiden Holloway, arrested on a felony drug charge 4 days before his team is going to play in the NCAA tournament. He's been charged with first-degree possession of marijuana. He had over a pound of marijuana and a bunch of cash and paraphernalia on him. All right, so he gets a chump, but you know how these Alabama judges and politicians are? Huh? Do you think there's a chance before the tournament even starts that this gets dropped to a misdemeanor and he's in the lineup? Huh?
Well, I think he learned his lesson, Mike.
Pot, a pound of pot, just for personal use. You think it was just for personal use?
Right. He was just trying to relax. So you saying we should take Hofstra, the 13 over the 4?
No,
Is that what I'm hearing?
No, I think this guy will be back.
Okay.
By the time the game starts.
Well, if that's not the double-digit seed that you want, I got him for you. I am forcing Mike and Jaden to listen to me as I deliver to you
doing that.
the double-digit seeds.
Oh, God.
You need moving on in your bracket.
This is what I hate about the NCAA basketball tournament. Guys who watch very little basketball suddenly become experts.
What did Vince McMahon want to say to me? What did you say to me? Yeah, we'll see. We'll be back in a minute.
Game On with Bianchi and Kravitz. We'll be right back after this.
It's the Bulldog, Mike Bianchi. Football fans, we know that games are won in the trenches. A strong defensive line stops the blitz. And in Florida, your windows are your home's defensive line. Our renewal by Anderson's Acclaim Impact windows are engineered to withstand high-velocity impact and flying debris during storms. They've been tested in extreme weather conditions, so when the winds start howling, your home stands firm. But they're not just about defense. These windows provide excellent insulation, cutting energy loss, and helping lower your utility bills. That means cool comfort in the summer and savings all year long. Plus, their Fibrex material is twice as strong as vinyl. And you know what that means? It means no warping, no cracking, no early retirement. Add in noise reduction and a sleek look that boosts your home's value, and you've got a championship caliber upgrade. And right now, during the 31-day spring savings event, when you buy 2 replacement windows or doors, guess what? You'll get the third 60% off. So whether you're in Central Florida, the Gulf Coast, or in Jacksonville, visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free in-home consultation. License number CGC 1527613, renewal by Anderson, where comfort meets quality.
Immerse yourself in the vibrant tropical atmosphere at Bananas Axe Cabana as you channel your inner warrior. Safe, social, just the right amount of excitement, way more interactive than just sitting in a bar staring at a TV screen. Corporate events, team building, great for both of those, date night, bachelor and bachelorette parties, or just simply blowing off steam after work. They've got trivia nights on Wednesdays, industry night on Thursday night starting at 10 p.m. Go and check them out. It's Bananas Axe Cabana in Lake Buena Vista.
Accident blocking 2 left lanes, 192 westbound, approaching Fortune Road. Also crash Beachline eastbound, the off-ramp to John Young Parkway. There's an accident with a truck there. The off-ramp right lane is blocked. Beachline eastbound on-ramp from Goldenrod Road. The on-ramp remains closed. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Katie Wilkins.
This report is sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration, serving coastal and central Florida.
When fire causes major damage, the road to recovery
Pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Protect your home with Factory Direct Impact Windows from Reese Windows and Doors. At Reese, they've been installing affordable, high-quality windows for over 50 years, and most windows are installed in under 8 weeks. Get out your phone because now is your chance to win them for free. Just text the word TRUST to 20129 to win $25,000 in new windows from Reese Windows and Doors. Text TRUST to 20129 and good luck from Reese Windows and Doors.
Meet iPhone 17e. A whole lot for a lot less. With an almighty, all-powerful A19 chip. And Ceramic Shield 2, built to survive this. And this. And a 48-megapixel fusion camera with 2x optical quality zoom and next-gen portraits. And double the starting storage of iPhone 16e. And long-lasting battery life for hours of watching the studio. That's the dream! And it comes with Apple Intelligence. And you can charge it with USB-C. Or with MagSafe accessories. And a whole lot more. All for a lot less. Get the new iPhone 17e at T-Mobile today.
We are Orlando's sports leader, broadcasting live from the FM 96.9 The Game studio. Brought to you by the Nickley Group, Orlando's home team. Doing real estate differently. TheNickleyGroup.com.
I'm Miles Turner.
And I'm Brianna Stewart.
And our podcast, Game Recognized Game, has never been done before.
Two active players giving you a real look at our lives and what we actually think on and off the court. We talk tanking. I might get in trouble for this answer, but I think it's definitely happening in the WNBA.
We talk about our mistakes too. They pulled me to the side and was like, hey man, we got a call last night, man. You can't be rolling around the city like this tonight before games. Open your free iHeart Radio app, search Game Recognized Game, and listen now.
Felt like you missed something this morning?
It's becoming a disgusting habit at this point.
You did. You can listen while you get ready in the morning.
Wake up with us.
Just tell Alexa to play 96.9 The Game.
This is Jonathan Isaac of the Orlando Magic. Way to rebound from that commercial break, guys. Now back to Bianchi and Kravitz.
Speaking of Jonathan Isaac, he went down in a heap the other day at Kia Center and was apparently in tears in the locker room based on what Jalen Suggs told us in the walk-off interview. Do we have any up? I haven't seen. I've also been more unplugged than I typically am.
It doesn't seem like it's as serious as it, at least from a story I read a couple days ago by Jason Beatty, it doesn't seem as serious as it appeared.
Yeah, they called it a sprain in the moment, and it was not handled like a sprain.
Right.
His reaction was not sprain-like. I think Jonathan Isaac has become so accustomed to falling down in a heap due to an injury that maybe in his mind he perceived it as something worse than it was, and it was actually just a run-of-the-mill sprain.
Let's
I can
hope
see
so.
that happening.
Let's hope so.
You seem like I'm like a snake in the grass when it comes to my college basketball analysis. You know,
Wait, before you get into this, let me just read this text, okay? Are you going to go through your...
Well, you don't know which way I was going to go.
Huh?
I could have gone in a variety of different ways just now.
BK acting so uncultured. So many of these films that were nominated were good films. Try watching them sometimes. All right? You're such a churlish bore is what you are.
Ew.
You're a churlish bore. Watch some of these hoity-toity.
Put that on my resume. That sounds official.
Watch some of these hoity-toity.
You're going to want to hire me. I am a churlish bore.
Anyway. All right, go ahead. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
But it's true. As time goes on, I've noticed that I just make less and less time for anything that isn't sports related. It's a problem, really. But I guess it's good for this job. Well, this is where I pop out, Mike.
Okay.
I'm like Puxatani Phil.
Okay.
You know,
All
you don't
right.
see me all year, and
then
then
boom. There you go.
4 more weeks of college basketball.
4 more weeks of Kravitz analyzing the bracket. What do we got?
Well, we all want to pick those double-digit underdogs, the 12 beating the 5, the 13 beating the 4.
Mm-hmm.
And I have already done all the research for you so that you can go and fill out your bracket in peace, spend time with your family, and watch your hoity-toity Oscar movies. Hit the music. We'll start with the Akron Zips in the Midwest region.
Oh, God.
3 words. Guard play, baby.
Oh, God.
Akron is led by their 20-plus point per game scorer, Tavari Johnson. Ever heard of him?
No.
Well, too bad. He's on the team. Texas Tech lost their best player towards the end of the season. J.T. Toppin is out. Bad vibes around the Red
I haven't
Raiders.
heard of him yet.
They won a few games without him originally. They have tailed off since. Give me the Zips. 12 over the 5. Let's go. High Point. 12 seed in the West. 2 high-tempo teams. By the way, they're playing Wisconsin. Electric backcourt matchup. This is going to be a great game. High-scoring game. Sets up for the Classic. 12 over the 5. High Point let us down last year, but this just means they're tournament tested now. Give me High Point. The 12 seed. On to the South, where VCU, the better team here, they're going up against UNC, but I thought UNC was a traditional power. 2 of their best players out. Caleb Wilson being the most impactful of all of them. Look for Terrence Hill to strike fear in the hearts of Tar Heels fans everywhere. VCU, the 11 seed, advances in the tournament.
You like Terrence Hill?
I love him.
Yeah? What do you like about him?
He's the best. USF, 11 seed, going up against Louisville in the East. What do I like come tournament time?
What?
Success at the free throw line and offensive rebounds. You got to give me the easy points or you're not winning in this highly pressurized environment of the NCAA tournament. South Florida led the nation in both free throws attempted and made per game. And they ranked top 10 nationally in offensive rebound rate.
What's their free throw percentage? That's
a good 77%.
Is that what it was?
Give me the USF Bulls to advance.
I like it.
Lock it up. Those are the double-digit seeds you need to pay attention to.
All right. Okay.
That has been your NCAA tournament breakdown. More to come throughout the course of the week.
What do you think about this? Somebody texted us. Any thoughts on teams declining NIT invitations and the slimmed down 8-team college basketball crown? I know they don't mean a whole lot, but UCF used the CBC as a springboard. Springboard to what? How did they use it as a springboard?
Well, they were in the CBC last year, and now they're in the tournament. So if you want to draw that through line, I guess you could.
That's a bunch of garbage. I could see back in the good old days, hey, you go to the NIT because you want to get your team extra work for next season. But guess what? The team you have next season ain't going to be the team you have right now because every team in the country just totally overhauls their roster every year. So it's not like you're building for the future because this team ain't going to be together next year.
But, okay, could I make the argument, though, that, well, it has nothing to do with the players, that perhaps it helps the staff. It helps teach the coaches on staff how to prepare for a tournament-type setting so that you're better prepared when you get to the NCAA tournament. Yes, the players are all different, but the coaching staff isn't. Johnny Dawkins and all of his legion of assistants, they're all the same guys. So wouldn't this be helpful? Neutral site against an uncommon opponent in a tournament setting.
Johnny Dawkins has been to the tournament plenty of times as a player, an assistant coach, a head coach.
It's not about Johnny. I'm talking about his staff. It's it's one thing to have somebody say, "Hey, I've been through this," and another to go through it yourself.
Why would you spend money? I mean, and plus these tournaments cost schools money. It's not like they're making a bunch of money to go. No, it's costing them money.
I'm surprised these tournaments still exist.
Yeah, I don't know why they do. It's not a springboard to anything. It's a springboard into spending more money that you don't have, is what it is.
That segment was a springboard to our next one. Up next, another glorious round of Mic'd Up on the way.
Game on with Bianchi and Kravitz.
This is your Tuesday's hardware assist of the night. Paolo to Dell for the big man jam.
Magic push and pace. Wendell running the floor. He'll throw it down back. Harrow, a beautiful lob from half court. Put it right on the money, and Dell flushed it. Timeout Spo in the Heat.
If you're gearing up for game day, Tools Ace is your MVP for grilling greatness. From Big Green Egg to Traeger, they've got everything you need to fire up the flavor. 14 Central Florida locations, including their brand new store in downtown Windermere. Tools Ace is your neighborhood home maintenance expert, the helpful place every night and your best stop before the game. Go to toolsacehardware.com and go Magic.
Baseball season's upon us. The NBA playoff race is heating up, and here in Orlando, that can only mean one thing. The Florida Heat is getting ready to enter the game. And just like your favorite team needs a good preseason tune-up, your AC does too. Before that hot season really kicks in, now's the time to schedule preventive maintenance with Ziegler Air Conditioning. Their technicians run a full 25-point system checklist to make sure everything is operating efficiently and reliably. They'll change those filters, clear those drain lines, lubricate the moving parts, and clean out all that gunky goop that sneaks into your system during the year. Think about it. You wouldn't drive your car for years without taking it to a mechanic you trust. And here in Florida, your AC is even more important than your car. AC is not a luxury. It's a necessity. That's why so many homeowners trust Jason and his team at Ziegler Air, who just celebrated 40 years of cooling Central Florida. Give them a call, 407-245-8765, 407-245-8765. Ziegler Air Conditioning. Don't ever lose your cool.
This St. Patrick's Day weekend, let's keep our community safe from drunk driving. If you celebrate a little too much, don't rely on the luck of the Irish. Use a ride share or designated driver. From your friends at iHeart Media and Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
The world's best bull riders. One shot, 8 seconds, no mercy. The rankest bulls in the sport are waiting. This is professional bull riding. Watch it live as we unleash the beast this weekend from Indianapolis, only on Paramount Plus.
If you want your windows there in Reese, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Protect your home with factory direct impact windows from Reese Windows and Doors. At Reese, they've been installing affordable high quality windows for over 50 years, and most windows are installed in under 8 weeks. Get out your phone because now is your chance to win them for free. Just text the word TRUST to 20129 to win $25,000 in new windows from Reese Windows and Doors. Text TRUST to 20129 and good luck from Reese Windows and Doors.
Hey, it's Howie Mandel, and I am inviting you to witness history as me and my Howie Do It gaming team take on Gilly the King and Wallow 267's $1 million gaming in an epic global gaming league video game showdown. 4 rounds, multiple games, 1 winner, plus a halftime performance by multi-platinum artist Travie McCoy. Watch all the action and see who wins and advances to the championship match against Neo right now at globalgamingleague.com. That's globalgamingleague.com. Everybody games.
Hey, it's Jack Bradshaw, Program Director with iHeart Radio. And when it comes to getting around Central Florida, from our Monster Brew buses to our Tampa Bay Bucks listener bus trip, we trust MCA Transportation. For over 25 years, MCA has been the go-to for everything from luxury executive rides to full-size passenger buses. Whether it's a school field trip or a team bus, airport transfer, or group outing, MCA delivers comfort, reliability, and top-tier service every time. Ride with the best. Visit MCAtransportation.com. That's MCAtransportation.com.
Friday, March 20th. The professional.
You were able to accomplish something one time that is certainly potential.
192 as far as
and they do have a chance. Good point.
This year.
Well, good point, and they do have a chance. Todd is Golden's a hell of a coach, and one of the key things is they have their 4 big players, the 4 big guys, back from last year. Those guys have been on this run before, and their 2 guards, Fland and Xavier Lee, early in the year were learning to be on that at that level. They now know being at that level. The thing is, you can't. When we did that in 91 and 92, after we won in 91, people said you're defending your championship, and I had a meeting with my guys in April that year, right after we won it. I brought the trophy in. I said, look, this isn't going away. We don't have to defend a damn thing. What we have to do is pursue. Let's pursue the next one. And I think this Florida team is pursuing right now. They got knocked out. They got knocked out right now. Well, good point, and they do have a chance. Todd is Golden's a hell of a coach. Todd is Golden's a hell of a coach, and
play pickleball, tennis, or rent a boat at the marina and explore the largest chain of lakes in Florida. They're beautiful, and when the day winds down, relax at the spa or dine at one of their 4 fabulous on-site restaurants. The Sunday Champagne Brunch is a feast you will thoroughly enjoy. Mission Resort is perfect for couples, families, or anyone just looking for a little escape close to home. If you just want to come over for a day of golf, book those tee times, and when you check in at the pro shop, tell them Mike Bianchi, the Bulldog, sent you, and you'll get a free bucket of range balls. For hotel reservations and tee times, go to missionresortandclub.com. That's missionresortandclub.com. Mission Resort, Central Florida's hidden gem, is just waiting for you.
The NBA Board of Governors is set to vote next week. They'll explore adding expansion teams in both Seattle and Las Vegas for 2028. An 8th straight win, that's in reach for the Magic tonight. They head to Atlanta. Orlando enters the week in 5th place in the Eastern Conference. And UCF men's basketball, they're getting ready for March Madness. The East Region's 10th seed will battle UCLA. That one's Friday in Philadelphia. I'm Scott Davidson.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Lowe's.
Save more on the brand's Pros Trust during Lowe's Pro Savings Days. Get a free DeWalt 20-volt max 5 amp hour battery when you buy a select DeWalt 20-volt max tool. Plus, get up to 35% off select major appliances. Valid through 3/27. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
Orlando's hometown sports station. This is 96.9 The Game, AM 740, and the free iHeart Radio app. Coaches, players, GMs, everyone's got an opinion these days. Let's hear from the biggest names in the game. It's time for Mic'd Up.
Mic'd Up brought to you by Adventure Boat Share. Unlimited hassle-free boating, and you don't even have to own a boat. One monthly fee. You can go boating anytime you want on any kind of boat you want. Check them out at adventureboatshare.com. Let's start Mic'd Up with the reaction that came from UCF's entire team when it was announced during the selection show yesterday that UCF had made the tournament.
Will face the UCF as the 10 seed. Johnny Dawkins has him back for the first time since 2019 after being picked to finish 14th in the Big 12.
UCF, 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 UCF in the tournament as a 10 seed. Kravitz, a big season for UCF. There was a thought late in the season that maybe they were frittering their chances away, but when you look at where they were ranked they were ranked 38th overall, so they were pretty securely in the tournament.
They could have lost to Cincinnati. It wouldn't have mattered. They would have been in. All of this consternation from us about, will they, won't they? They were always going to get into the tournament.
Right. You want to know why?
Why?
The quad one win.
Oh, huge.
Right?
Huge. Several quads.
Got to have them. Yeah, unlike the little dinky team that didn't have any quad one win.
What, Miami
of Ohio?
Are you really about to do that? You're Mr. Little Guy.
No.
Are you going to tell me Miami of Ohio shouldn't be in?
Definitely not. Definitely not. I'm not Bruce Pearl. Speaking of Bruce Pearl, CBS analyst Bruce Pearl wasn't happy about the selection committee snubbing his former team, which is coached by his son now. Listen to Bruce Pearl.
You know, Auburn beat three champions this year. They beat Florida, they beat St. John's, and they beat Arkansas. They played the toughest schedule in the country. Don't know they were rewarded for it. It's hard to get another couple of SEC teams in when the SEC already has 10.
Yeah, that's true. But Bruce Pearl, you know, he left Auburn like right before the season started, all right? He announces he's retiring. Why does he do it right before the season? To make sure that his son got the head coaching job at Auburn, because they had no choice at that point but to put him as the interim coach. And then he's lobbying for Auburn to get it. Isn't that a bit of conflict of interest?
Very much so. And he's wrong. I mean, right. Or we're just going to let every SEC school in?
Right. They were one game over 500.
They were, 17-16 on the season. And I just feel no sympathy for these P4 schools that can't get their way in. Yes, you play a difficult schedule, which is in college football, I think, could be more of a detriment to your postseason chances than in college basketball. All that means is you're given a different opportunity to collect the sort of resume that would get you in. You are given that opportunity far more than a Miami of Ohio. Miami of Ohio went 31-0 in the regular season, and people were still like, I don't know about them.
Right.
That's hard. They have to go undefeated with 30-plus games in the freak show that is college basketball. You've got all the chances in the world. You still can't get in. You are the fourth worst team in your conference. You should not be in the tournament.
Especially, they shouldn't be in when Daddy's lobbying for them. Give me a break.
Yeah.
That would keep them out in my book. If Daddy has to lobby for you, you don't belong in the tournament. All right. Coach K was on the Pat McAfee show today, and here's what he said about the defending national champion Florida Gators.
Todd is Golden's a hell of a coach, and one of the key things is they have their 4 big players, the 4 big guys, back from last year. Those guys have been on this run before, and their 2 guards, Fland and Xavier Lee, early in the year were learning to be on that at that level. They now know being at that level. The thing is, you can't. When we did that in 91 and 92, after we won in 91, people said you're defending your championship. And I had a meeting with my guys in April that year, right after we won it. I brought the trophy in. I said, look, this isn't going away. We don't have to defend a damn thing. What we have to do is pursue. Let's pursue the next one. And I think this Florida team is pursuing right now.
Kravitz, I just wonder if Florida, and again, they were one of the hottest teams in the country at the end of the season until they lost to Vanderbilt in the SEC tournament. But they are one of the worst three-point shooting teams in college basketball. Can they win based on the fact that they're a great rebounding team that plays good defense?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think they can win the tournament. I think they can win some games. They can make it to the Final Four, but eventually they're going to run into a team that's as good as they are in terms of their bigs that can also shoot. And unless they strike some sort of lightning in a bottle with that backcourt, that's the thing that got them over the hump. It was not an easy ride for them a year ago.
Right.
They had similar size, depth, and all of that, but they had Walter Clayton. That when they needed a big shot, and you cannot go through this tournament. It's why we love it so much. Unless that one year when UConn just steamrolled everyone. By the way, they had great guard play because they had Stephon Castle. But you can't make it through without putting the ball into a point guard's hands and going, okay, we have to get a bucket here. We're going to lose this game. And I don't think they have that guy.
Interesting. So after media members were done asking Duke coach John Shire about their second straight ACC tournament title, he got one last question. This one came from his daughter. Listen.
Last question right there.
This is the best question of the night, I bet.
How do you win every game?
I see 2 losses, next to us, but I win every game because I have the best daughter in the world. That's how. Okay? I love you.
Come on.
Oh, Noah Marie, I love you.
That's the best.
Nothing better than being a girl dad. Nothing better than being a girl dad. All right, let's go to Coach Mosley of the Orlando Magic, asked after the Heat game about the team's run, being above 500, all of that.
I don't look at it as such. I think we really just, it's one game at a time, but the standings are going to take care of themselves. Like if you take care of what you're supposed to do, that's all we can do. You can't control what other teams do. We just have to continue to focus on us. It's going to keep going up, keep going down, changing, the records. It's us to focus on one game at a time, playing our best basketball this month and next month.
Only 2 games out of 4, though. I mean, he may not be looking at the standings, but we are. You want to get to the 4 seed and have home court advantage in your first round playoff series, right?
The biggest next step for the Magic is to advance in the playoffs, which they've not been able to do with this current iteration of the team. But helping to get to that point is if you have to play a game 7 in round 1, right, being able to play that game at home. Because 2 years ago against Cleveland, that was the problem. The home team won every game in that series.
The Magic did blow an 18-point lead in game 7 of that series.
Oh, God, that's right. I forgot about that. But still, the home team won every game in that series. If the Magic had played at home, you would think they would be able to hold on to that. That was a couple of years ago, but still, that's the goal here. Get up to the 4, and then you're able to play game 7 on your home floor.
Absolutely. All right, last one. Cam Young, who wins the Players' Championship, just talks about the crowd response on hole number 17, the famous island hole, and then the bear hole number 18. Listen.
Cameron, there was a definite partisanship out there. It kind of felt like a Ryder Cup.
Yeah.
You were aware of that. To what extent Would you say that buoyed you or uplifted you, if at all?
Yeah, it's certainly a positive. I mean, anytime you can take some support from the fans out there, that's great. And I mean, it was to the point that Matt looked at me on 18 and said, "And do you hate me too?" And I was like, no, I think we're friends, Matt. We're on the same PGL team. Like, we're good. But yeah, I mean, it was very, very partisan out there, like you said, which is surprising. But great to be on the correct side of it.
Yeah, Matt Fitzpatrick, obviously from across the pond, and yeah, it was unbelievable to watch. I mean, they were definitely in favor of Cam Young. You could hear the USA. It's amazing what some of these international competitions do to fans who, when the regular season starts again, or the golf season, they still bring that with them to the tournament.
You see it at the facility, on the grounds. You see all of these flags representing all of the golfers from around the world. It's prominently displayed throughout the course of the broadcast. There is a bit of an international renaissance going on in sports.
Yeah.
World Baseball Classic, Ryder Cup, the Four Nations in hockey, the basketball,
NBA
All-Star game.
Yeah.
All of that. And the World Cup has always been huge, but it feels like there's a bit of, I don't know, like a resurgence in national sports pride. It's nice to see.
I think there's a resurgence in all sorts of international combat these days.
Yeah, but this feels much lighter.
Right.
Coming up next, your texts, your talkbacks. We want to hear from you. We still have your shot at Orlando Pride tickets, and to win them, all you have to do, leave us a talkback and be the best one to do so. It's a Meltdown Mood Check Monday. It continues after this.
Game on with Bianchi and Kravitz.
There's nothing more intense than the fourth quarter of a close sporting contest. Every play matters. Every decision matters. Retirement is the fourth quarter of your financial life. Make no mistake about that. It's not just about saving money. It's about having a strategy for income, for taxes, for risk tolerance, and market swings. When I sat down with Trajan Wealth, they took the time to understand my goals, my timeline, and my comfort level with risk. One size does not fit all, believe me. They're independent at Trajan Wealth, not tied to one product or portfolio. That means they can customize a strategy that reflects your values. And here's the thing. I'm not just talking about them anymore. I'm a client, all right? I just don't talk about them. I actually use them because they showed me opportunities I didn't even realize I was missing. If you want to hear how to enter the fourth quarter of your life with confidence, call Trajan Wealth today at 407-204-0300. Tell them Mike Bianchi sent you, or visit TrajanWealth.com to schedule your free consultation. That's TRAJAN Wealth.com. Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, SEC registered investment advisor. Client paid advertisement. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
When you're buying a home, who you work with matters as much as anything else in the process. That's why you need Kevin Krager with LPT Realty on your side. Kevin doesn't just unlock doors. He brings a deep knowledge of market trends, the latest home buyer programs, and cutting-edge real estate technology. But what truly sets him apart is twofold. Kevin's strong background in construction certainly helps, and the understanding of the investment side of home buying. Any expert you talk to says that using an agent who is also an investor is the true cheat code to doing this home buying endeavor in the best possible way. Kevin knows what to look for so that you don't end up in a money pit. From foundation to roof line, he's focused on protecting your investment every step of the way. And even after closing, his service doesn't stop there. Kevin has the resources to help with repairs or any upgrades that you may need. Call Kevin Krager with LPT Realty today. Your future home will thank you.
I-4 eastbound before 429. There's a crash blocking the right shoulder. Accident blocking the left lane. 192 westbound after Simpson Road. And still some ramp restrictions. Beachline eastbound off-ramp to John Young Parkway. The off-ramp right lane is blocked. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Katie Wilkins.
This report is sponsored by Bet Online.
Prediction markets talk outcomes. Bet Online puts odds behind them. For decades, bettors have trusted Bet Online for accurate lines, deep prop markets, and real action across every major market. Get the latest odds, live props, and in-game wagering throughout the year. Bet Online. The game starts here.
It's Matt and Bowen here from Las Culturistas. Celebrating 10 years of the podcast, we were joined by a very special guest, Nicole Kidman.
Download and listen on the iHeart Radio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
If you want your windows there in Reese, pick up the phone and just text Reese. Protect your home with factory direct impact windows from Reese Windows and Doors. At Reese, they've been installing affordable high quality windows for over 50 years, and most windows are installed in under 8 weeks. Get out your phone because now is your chance to win them for free. Just text the word TRUST to 20129 to win $25,000 in new windows from Reese Windows and Doors. Text TRUST to 20129 and good luck from Reese Windows and Doors.
The Maps app that came with your phone? It's fine if you enjoy waiting and guessing and inefficient routes. Or you could use MapQuest. MapQuest is back with live directions, real-time traffic, and faster routes. It moves when you move. Best of all, no printer needed. No paper. No more missed turns. Just you and the app. Get there fast with MapQuest. Download the MapQuest app on the App Store or visit MapQuest.com. MapQuest, still getting you there.
Here's something most of us don't want to think about, but probably should. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton here for our friend Mike Lester and the team at Talon Wealth Management.
That thing we don't want to talk about is a will. If you don't have one, Mike and his team would like to help you out. They'll start you off with a comprehensive financial plan.
If you are 55 or over and have saved at least $250,000 for retirement, the Talon Comprehensive Financial Plan is complimentary. And when that plan's in hand, you will also receive the gift of a will and trust courtesy of Talon Wealth.
The folks at Talon Wealth are not attorneys, but they work with a group of attorneys who'll provide a will and trust at no charge to you. Reach out at 813-755-5000. 813-755-5000. One more time, that's 813-755-5000. And be sure and tell them that Clay and Buck sent you.
Advisory services offered through Talon Private Wealth, LLC, a SEC-registered investment advisor. The information provided is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be construed as legal, tax, or financial advice.
Follow the game on Facebook at 96.9 The Game. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
It's game day. Are your moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keeping you from the action? Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, could help you get back to the game. Skyrizi is proven to help people feel significant symptom relief, achieve remission, and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine for adults. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or ulcerative colitis. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's and ulcerative colitis combined. Learn more at skyrizi.com or 1-866-SKYRIZI.
Baseball season's upon us. The NBA playoff race is heating up, and here in Orlando, that can only mean one thing. The Florida Heat is getting ready to enter the game. And just like your favorite team needs a good preseason tune-up, your AC does too. Before that hot season really kicks in, now's the time to schedule preventive maintenance with Ziegler Air Conditioning. Their technicians run a full 25-point system checklist to make sure everything is operating efficiently and reliably. They'll change those filters, clear those drain lines, lubricate the moving parts, and clean out all that gunky goop that sneaks into your system during the year. Think about it. You wouldn't drive your car for years without taking it to a mechanic you trust. And here in Florida, your AC is even more important than your car. AC is not a luxury. It's a necessity. That's why so many homeowners trust Jason and his team at Ziegler Air, who just celebrated 40 years of cooling Central Florida. Give them a call, 407-245-8765, 407-245-8765. Ziegler Air Conditioning. Don't ever lose your cool.
Talking to your kids about the dangers of vaping can be hard. Getting them to listen to hot gossip is easy.
So here's some drama you could share with your kid. Dude, did you hear about Cassie and Jake? No, but did you hear that vaping can cause irreversible lung damage and nicotine affects brain development? Nuh-uh. You don't need to gossip if you want to have an open conversation about vaping. So if you want to get tips on when and how to talk to your kids, visit talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
WYGM Orlando, WJRR HD2, Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Hey, this is former Daytona 500 winner Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Ricky Stenhouse has won the Daytona 500.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Daytona 500 winner. Go!
And your drive just got better with Bianchi and Kravitz.
High stakes tonight in Atlanta. Two of the hottest teams in the Eastern Conference meet as the Hawks take on the Magic. We've got pregame coverage for you at 6:30 p.m. Tip-off at 7. Atlanta seeking its 10th straight win. The best since their franchise record 19-game run during the 2014-2015 season.
Wow.
While the Magic look for their 8th straight victory. The Hawks and the Magic are part of a 5-team cluster separated by just 2.5 games from 5th to 9th place in the Eastern Conference standings. This magic moment brought to you by IBEW Local 606, proud to serve electrical workers across Central Florida, providing its members a supportive community, training, valuable benefits, and advancement opportunities. Big one tonight, Mike. No doubt about it.
Yeah, why are the Hawks so good?
Because
I know they're not playing anybody, but besides that,
how could I answer this succinctly? Jalen Johnson is a full-blown superstar at this point.
Getting rid of Trae Young helped them?
I think so. I think they played well as a team. I think their assist-to-turnover ratio is one of the best in the NBA. That's one of their strengths. They're a really good three-point shooting team. And while Jalen Johnson is their best player, they've got a bunch of guys that score double digits consistently. So they're not solely dependent on one player like they've been in the past with Trae Young. So I think there is something to that. It was a trend that you noticed when Trae was still on the team this year is that they were actually better when he wasn't there. And it just seems like they operate well without him. Somebody said on the text line 50857, Kravitz started sliding into Uncle Paulie during that last bit. Talking about my double-digit seeds. I get a little excited about that. Let's go to the talk back. We've got Jesse standing by.
What's up, fellas? Long time no talk back. Guys, yesterday was a whirlwind of emotions. Auburn didn't make the tournament, but then I see they did make the tournament. They're the number 1 seed. Unbelievable. I didn't see that one coming. Wait, you're telling me there's 2 tournaments? The top 68 teams, then you have another tournament for the next 32 teams? So if they win, they get crowned Bianchi's favorite number, the 69th best team? How could that be a thing? That would be so dumb. Anyways, I'm pumped Auburn made it, and I look forward to them winning the national championship.
Is Auburn in the NIT, I take it?
I guess so. I guess so. I make it a habit to not pay attention to the NIT.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's so much to pay attention to. Why would I pay attention to a full-blown secondary tournament?
Why do you, again, in today's world where teams overhaul their roster every year, why do you need an NIT? What's the NIT for? It used to be the NIT, sort of like bowl games, were used to, get your team extra practice for next year, but the team's not going to be around next year.
Right. And who needs, and then these TV partners out there have plenty of basketball inventory. The women's tournament is more popular now than it's ever been. At least within the last few years, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, a big part of that. So you just use that. I would rather watch the women's tournament easily than the NIT. Not even close. At least you're crowning the real champion.
I guess colleges just figure, hey, look, we need something to spend money on that we don't really have in our coffers.
Oh, yeah, we haven't siphoned money out of the account recently. What can we do? Let's go to the NIT. Champs and Chumps Part 2 coming your way in 60 seconds. Don't go anywhere.